Alright, picture this. You step out into your garden on a bright sunny morning, the air is fresh, and you're excited to check on your fruit trees. Maybe you've been nurturing them for months, waiting for that moment when you can finally pick your own homegrown fruit. The leaves look lush and healthy, the branches are sturdy and full of life, but something's not quite right. There's hardly any fruit hanging from those branches. You wait patiently, you water them regularly, you even talk to your trees, hoping for a miracle harvest. But year after year, the fruit just never seems to show up. Now here's the shocking truth that a lot of people don't realize. Without bees, your fruit trees could be in serious trouble, no matter how much care you give them. That's right, bees aren't just cute fuzzy little insects buzzing around your garden. They're actually the unsung heroes, working tirelessly behind the scenes to make sure your garden thrives. Let's break down why they're so important. Most fruit trees like apples, cherries and peaches need something called pollination to produce fruit. Without pollination, those beautiful blossoms are just for show. Pollination is the process where pollen moves from one flower to another, basically sending a signal to the tree that it's time to start making fruit. It's like nature's way of saying, hey, let's get growing. While wind and a few other critters can help out a little, bees are the real MVPs here. They do most of the heavy lifting when it comes to pollinating your fruit trees. When bees visit your flowers, they're on the hunt for sweet nectar. But as they move from blossom to blossom, they're also picking up tiny grains of pollen on their bodies. Each time a bee lands on a new flower, it transfers some of that pollen, helping to fertilize the flower and kickstart the fruit growing process. It's a delicate dance that happens thousands of times in a single garden. Every buzz, every landing is like nature's matchmaking service, helping your trees set fruit and ensuring you get a delicious harvest. Now imagine a garden with no bees at all. The flowers still bloom, the trees still look healthy, but something crucial is missing. The flowers open up waiting for a visitor, but without those little pollinators, nothing connects the dots. The cycle is broken. You might see a few tiny, shriveled fruits struggling to grow, or sometimes nothing at all. The promise of a harvest just fades away. The tree puts all its energy into flowering, but without pollination, those flowers just wither and die. No fruit, no harvest. It's a disappointing end to all your hard work. But why does this happen? Well, in nature, everything's connected. Bees, trees, flowers, and even us gardeners. We all play a part in this delicate ecosystem. No bees means no pollination, and that means no fruit. It's a simple equation, but the impact is huge. It's as simple and as serious as that. Without bees, our gardens and orchards would be empty, and our tables would be missing some of our favorite fruits. So, what can you do to help? How can you make sure your garden is buzzing with life and full of fruit? If you want a thriving garden with baskets full of juicy, homegrown fruit, you need to make your garden bee-friendly. It's easier than you might think. That means planting a variety of flowers that bloom at different times of the year, so bees always have something to eat. It also means avoiding harmful pesticides that can hurt bees and other pollinators, and maybe even setting up a bee hotel or leaving some wild areas in your garden so bees have a safe place to rest and nest. Give those pollinators a reason to visit and your fruit trees will thank you, big time. You'll be rewarded with more blossoms, more fruit, and a healthier, happier garden. Next time you see a bee buzzing around your garden, remember, that little insect is working hard for you, making sure your fruit trees can do their job. No bees, no fruit. It's that simple. The difference between a bountiful harvest and an empty tree can come down to just a few busy bees. So let's give our pollinator pals a helping hand, create a welcoming space for them, and keep our gardens growing strong for years to come. Thanks for listening and happy gardening. Remember, every bee you see is a tiny partner in your garden's success.